Look, check this out. I was watching this video, right? It was about this girl had cheated on her husband. And I've known a few instances personally. I've known few instances from people I know personally to where the wife cheated or where the husband cheated. And what I've seen over the course of my short life, the woman will forgive the man, but a man cannot forgive the woman. See, you gotta understand, when it comes down to men, it's an ego thing. It's an ego trip that another man was able to conquer my woman. He was able to, and see, this is what you gotta understand. I did a little study a while back. They said when a spouse catches their significant other cheating, it's the same feeling as a close death in the family, because it will never be the same. That will always be in the back of your mind. I've known people that forgave one another and moved on, and they told me, I had a guy tell me, he said, man, 20 years later, my wife still bring this up. I said, did she not forgive? He said, it's not the fact that she did or didn't forgive me. It's the fact of, why did you do that? Why did you do it? And there's never an excuse for a person cheating. They can say, oh, well, you didn't give me attention. The woman can say, oh, you didn't give me attention. All you did was work. And the man can say, oh, you never gave me none. So there's never an excuse for a person to cheat. Like if it come down to that, just break up. Just split up, break up. Just split up and break up, and both of you guys can go on with your life. Because now, I can break it down from a man's standpoint. See, a man, I'm not talking about a God-fearing man, even though you have some God-fearing man that slip and fall. You have people that a man will say, well, she was flirting with me and I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, knock her off, whatever. But that's acceptable for an excuse for a man. But that's not acceptable for an excuse for a woman, because then it's, well, how could you let this happen? Well, it was just a coworker, and see, men know what they're doing when it comes down to this, and women know what they're doing as well. It's not most men are excused from cheating. Oh man, you know, he can't help it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women want him, and some women will buy that. Well, my husband is a good-looking man, and when we was younger, a lot of women wanted him, so I guess he just couldn't resist. And like, look, when I was listening to this little video clip, one guy was saying, what would you do if your wife cheated? One guy was like, he said, if she came and told you and the guilt was eating her up and she said she was so sorry, he said, well, I tell my wife, look, I really appreciate you telling me this. I love you, but this is it. We can't be together because our relationship will never be the same, and it won't. And the other guy said, well, I'm in too deep with my wife. He said, we got a couple of kids, we got a mortgage, we building a life together. He said, because it's not just the sex. He said, because she was having sex before she met you. It's not what caused you to go out and cheat, right? And I'm gonna give y'all a few examples of the stories I've known over the years. I know a guy, his woman cheated on him with a bum. Dude was a doggone bum. And her excuse, oh, you ain't never spent no time with me, blah, blah, blah. But what it boiled down to, she wanted to experience something else. You know, they had been together for years, and she just wanted to experience something different, you know? And he couldn't take it. He said, listen, if you want to go experience something else, go experience something else. I'm not fixing to sit here while you tiptoe out and then tiptoe back in. I know another guy, and this what his baby mama, baby daddy drama come from. Man was taking care of his wife, which was somebody else's baby mama, and when he was going to work, baby daddy was coming over there crushing, smashing, cracking. And that went on for a few months. And when he found out, he flipped out. But he ended up staying with her. And I remember I remember he asked me, man, what would you do? I said, well, bro, I can say I do this, I do that. I said, man, I can say what I do. I said, but you never know what you'll do until you in that predicament. Like, you may love that woman so much to where you will forgive her, but it'll take time for y'all to heal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you would do. Now, I know what I say I do, but I've never been in that predicament. Because, see, a man look at a woman cheating like another man conquered my woman, another man sweet talked my woman. Like, was I not player enough? And a woman look at it like, well, my man is handsome, and it's just his dog self just can't control himself. And like I've heard guys say they let their homeboys stay at their house because their homeboy got kicked out of their house or lost their apartment, and they were staying with them, and over time the homeboy started sleeping with the wife. And people would say, well, you should never bring another man around your wife. But no, because if that's the case, if you got a woman where you can't bring another man around, then that means she don't need to go to work. That means she need to just stay ducked off at the house. If I can't go to work and worry about you cheating, or if I know you can't be around another man because you're gonna be cheating, what type of woman are you that you can't be trusted in that sense? So you have to look at all of that when you're in a relationship. Now, I know me. The only person I know is me, and I know not to get along with a doggone woman. There's been times I go give quotes. Well, come on, I go give a quote on the property. Oh yeah, what we need you to do is in the backyard. Come on through the house. Like, no, I'm not coming through your house. And back to my story, like I pulled up at this lady's house, and I said, yeah, if you want to show me what you want to get done, oh yeah, it's in the backyard. Come on through the house. And nice, good-looking woman. I said, no, I'll go around the back. No, I just come through the house. That way I ain't got to open the gate. I said, well, I stepped in dog poo. Like, I understand me. I know me. I'm not going to put myself in that predicament. Right? And like I say, I've known the shoe to be on both foots. But I know guys that cheated. I know women that cheated. And I've asked the guy, I said, bro, why you cheat on your wife? He said, man, it's the dog in me, man. I'm telling you, just can't help it. You can help it. And then you ask the woman, well, I just want to experience something else. Or it just happened. It never just happened. It's a decision that's made to cheat. But it's like, you don't know what you'll do in that predicament. I know what I say I do. People know what they say they'll do. But I feel some stuff is just blatantly disrespect. I've known girls, was in a relationship, working at a fast food place, and having sex in the freezer with a coworker. I've known girls, and these are people I've worked with over the years now, the stuff I'm telling you. I've known women, older women, be sleeping with a dude that's like 19 and she like 36, 37 with 2 kids. He's over at the house cracking, smashing. I've known, and vice versa. Like, I've known men, family at the house, and he cracking a girl on the shift that we all working with. I don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to understand. It's like, because I know I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So I wouldn't do that to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? But again, and I'm saying this, and you never know the predicament that you may be in. That's one of the things you just can't defeat, because you will always be attracted to the opposite sex. Even if you got a woman at the house, or even if a woman got a husband at the house, they have a certain type that they are attracted to. Like, I like light-skinned women. My woman is light-skinned. So you're a fool if you don't think I see other beautiful light-skinned women out there. Now, it is up to you to pursue that. But you know that, hey, let me keep my eyes from over here. And like, your spouse may like dark-skinned guys that's in shape. Now, you look yourself, you know the type of, you know your wife's type, and your wife knows your type. Honey, what's your type? Well, you're my type. Okay, believe that you want to. Okay, all right. You have similar traits to which she likes. But again, only certain people act on those traits and attractions, because at the end of the day, we understand, remember, I'm trying to raise a family, be there for my daughters, pay bills, get my stuff situated. I ain't got time to be chasing around another doggone woman. But anyway, look, y'all, I gotta get